A little while ago, we discussed the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence taking over, well, attempting to take over Los Angeles Dodgers game for June 16th Pride Night. I might be getting the days mixed up and I might be getting the companies, but we'll clarify that just a little bit. But I think I got it mostly right. Talked about them getting invited, disinvited, and then re-invited by the Los Angeles Dodgers, and then also having an olive branch from that bitch over there in Anaheim who's the mayor saying, just come over to an Angels game, and then the stupid tranny nuns were like, well, we'll think about it. So the Dodgers, in their infinite wisdom, decide to trot out probably one of the most likable people in all of baseball. Listen, man, it sucks because I'm a big baseball fan. I'm a huge baseball fan. And Clayton Kershaw, man, it's weird, right? Okay, not a big opportunity that I normally get to talk about sports at length, so just indulge me for a second, or just skip ahead a little bit. Frankly, I don't fucking care. But it's very rare in today's day and age. There's a couple of players that are up there that you could argue are probably, if they continue on this on a similar trajectory, could be in the top 10, at least top 25. When it comes to all-time players, like Mike Trout immediately comes to mind. Like, he has a good opportunity if he actually gets on a good team that can win some championships. He could very well end up being a top 5 player of all time. I don't want to jinx anything, okay? Touch wood, of course. He just, I don't know, has to have a team around him for once. Christ, no. It's embarrassing how bad the Angels are. Previously mentioned Angels, but I feel for Mike Trout. The big fan of his as well. And then Clayton Kershaw, on the other hand, when it comes to being a pitcher, a left-handed pitcher, there's a case to be made that he could very well be the best left-handed pitcher of all time. Like, no joke. Like, there's a conversation to be had. He's won a championship. He's won an MVP. He's won multiple Cy Youngs. Okay, he has some ERA records, some batting average records. Like, he's that guy. And he also seems like a decent individual. So for the Dodgers to trot him out, and just before I get off the sports analogies and the sports talk for a second, okay, what I said about Mike Trout, one of his former teammates, Albert Pujols, that's forever going to be one of the biggest what-ifs in all of baseball history. What if he stuck with St. Louis Cardinals for that 10-year spell that he went and toured SoCal for? What if he just stayed with the Cardinals? He already had 3 chips. He had multiple MVPs. He was hitting above 300 for his entire career. He was batting balls out of the park like it was Mark McGwire on, you know exactly what time we're talking about for him. And he was doing it all natural. And again, another based individual. That could have been like the greatest player of all time. But no. You had to go chase that bag and that degeneracy down there in SoCal. Going to the playoffs once. God damn it, man. That's forever going to be one of the greatest what ifs. What if he just would have stuck around and ironed the things out with the organization down there? Because you've seen what he did in his final year last year, and that was something special as well. But Clayton Kershaw, on the other hand, he got lifer with the Dodgers. Theoretically, maybe, potentially, all-around good guy, good, strong family guy. If Trad Cucks want somebody to look up to, it's definitely Clayton Kershaw. Strong family, nice wife, Christian man, fantastic. So he comes out after all of that, perpetual tranny nun shit, after all the dust is settled on that one. And then the Dodgers trot him out to give this statement, okay? Because this comes from his personal Twitter account, not from the Dodgers account, not even tagged in the Dodgers account, okay? Excited to announce the relaunch of Christian Faith and Family Day at Dodger Stadium on July 30th. Hey, that sounds great. More details to come, but we are grateful for the opportunity to talk about Jesus and determined to make it bigger and better than it was before the coof. Hope to see you on July 30th. Sounds nice. It sounds great and all that stuff. But this is also from the organization 6 weeks prior to this date are going to celebrate a group of people that are just outright mocking, okay, that do this, public displays of Christ, your Lord and Savior, okay, just do shit like this, all of this degenerate stuff. They're going to put these weirdos on that same mound that you crafted your legacy on. Interesting. And this story is so perfect because it just kind of bisects all of the, trisects, if you will. Follow me. It's a menage a trois of my favorite topics. Sports, obviously. It's all couched in baseball. Calling out this gay shit, which obviously you know exactly what time it is, what time of the year it is. And then also politics as well. You already know from the thumbnail and from the title. Because, okay, follow me for a second. Disgraced former Biden official, you know, the luggage thief, Sam Brinton, was a member of the drag nun group promoted by the LA Dodgers. So yeah, on June 16th, I'm wondering if old Britton doesn't decide to put on the makeup once again and then take on the moniker. Oh my God, his drag name was Sister Ray D. Active. Yeah, good Irish lad. But also, I'll give props where they're due. Not a bad drag name. If we're going to be completely honest, like Radioactive, it's pretty good. It's pretty clever. It's definitely more of a contribution than anything that you did at the Department of Energy or at any subsequent stops at any international airports. Let's go. It turns out the Biden's disgraced nuclear waste official Sam Brinton, made famous after he was arrested for stealing ladies' luggage thrice over, and is now facing a new lawsuit and is actually currently awaiting trial. I think so. I think that's still the case. An extradition to D.C. from, forget where he's locked up right now. Really doesn't much matter. He's a piece of shit. Was a member of the drag nun group tapped to celebrate Pride Month with the LA Dodgers. Britton wasn't just a member, of course not, but held a leadership position at the D.C. chapter of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. Unfortunately, I got that right when I made the intro. A drag group of weirdos that dons religious garb and poses salaciously. Okay, there's nothing. They're just possessed in general. That's what I was trying to get to. With crosses in order to get their message of inclusion or something across. Pretty based author right there. That's not bad. Britton was the principal officer of the DC chapter, Fox News discovered after reviewing tax filings. Oh my God, these creeps. From its founding in 2016 to 2018. His drag name was Sister Ray D.O. Active. Maybe Biden's seen those tax returns and just thought, hey, we need somebody to worry about the nuclear waste. This Ray Dioactive sounds like a really cool guy. I'd like to meet with him and exchange ideas on how to make such lifelike and realistic makeup. Like, come on, man. Tell him he can bring his little dog. Oh, that's just another costume he wears. He's a really outgoing guy, man. During a San Francisco event, Britton said, "We're celebrating 40 years of history. For some of us, this is the first time we've ever seen so many sisters in one place. And I think it's the best kind of family reunion." Yeah, well, it's the only family reunion that you're allowed into because, well, they won't allow you back at yours. The LA Dodgers have advertised a very special Pride Night on June 16th. Yeah, it'll be a very intimate affair, as nobody turns out, to feature the group, only to cancel it after Catholic backlash. And then they reinstated the night after the backlash from the gay activists. It was apparently more convincing than the Catholics, and then they trot out, let's get the naming right and make sure we get the denomination correct. Oh, Christian Faith and Family Day. Right, so yeah, Catholics get fucked. Christians, though, based? Okay. Britton also identifies as a non-binary and is facing charges of luggage theft from airports. Britton made headlines after being non-binary to being charged with multiple felonies. He posted as the assistant to Director of Health and Human Services, Rachel Levine. Oh yeah, posed for that one, yeah. Just a couple of pals posing for a picture at the White House. Nothing to see here. Now Britton awaits his trial, serving time in a men's jail. Oh my God, just think about all those big black cocks that he's surrounded by. Britton was fired after the news of the luggage theft went public and is facing multiple charges of grand larceny. He allegedly stole a woman's luggage from airports in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Las Vegas. A Tanzanian fashion designer has also accused him of stealing her luggage, and those are the charges that he's currently, in the clink over, but I don't think he's necessarily opining for a speedy trial. After it went missing, and he appeared in photos wearing clothing that bore a striking appearance to her missing items, which she designed. Yeah, if you're going to be stealing luggage, don't steal the luggage of a fashion designer, somebody who can easily go, I made that, I'm missing that. Why does he have it? Wait, my luggage went missing at that airport. And that guy, he's a public official. Why are you doing this? He ended up getting caught, obviously, multiple times over, but that's all right. That trial will just go off in the distance and it'll get settled, and he'll just get a little slap on the wrists and then probably come himself, but just end up paying a fine at the end of it, because there is definitely a bifurcated justice system, and we all know on one side who's there and then on the other side. Yep, there's a double standard that's out there. But you're not supposed to talk about that one, especially during the holiest of months. So with all that said, Thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.